Greetings, this is Kijin and welcome back to the slowest turn 4. Skavenblight, the cage, the warlord. Okay, so he waited to get the warlord out before getting the prophet. That makes sense. You know, I kind of like to give, in the long run, prophet to my king. And we've got the battle. So let's see, how did it go this time? Actually, quite a few militia. So they actually fought on for quite a bit. Again, small things, it's fine, like we won obviously, but militia can break much more quicker than that, right? They have meager morale 9. So sometimes I had them break just from couple bolts, right? Just 2, 3, 4 guys die, couple others get damaged, they just run. And here they stood for quite a bit in the melee, caused me to lose a couple more crossbows, I think warrior 2. Or let's see, we've got a cripple and a cripple. A cripple and a limp. So cripple might die while moving. Not ideal, not ideal. But hey, we're moving forward. So we've got a shop of strange items. Pretty awesome. It's a glamour gem that we're gonna start stockpiling, and our god, once awakes, should have at least 30 of those basically when that happens. So that's pretty good. Probably a bit more longer before we can actually utilize one anything. So I didn't show it earlier, but we did get our Ranger Captain Underground. So Bakemono show, so that's a free province basically. Khorne. This is I'm not sure about that. I think I'll try to take it because my prophet should be able to just banish them to hell. Otherwise, you know, when they go into their ethereal form, it's a bit more unpleasant for mundane damage. But yeah, we're gonna check out what's there. I'm not sure the cave's gonna continue elsewhere, or it's just that. If that's just that, if any of these two is good, we can have a nice little fort underground with 3 provinces drawing resources. So that's cool. But yeah, I really want to get them for the side spawns. And here we are moving out with the Priestess of Valaya, 8 Rune Guard, no problem with this. I was really considering, now that we've got our Dominion presence here, I was really considering going after this one. But I think what I will do is, so I'll be getting Journeyman, Runesmith out and Valaya. And after that I will get a Clan King, and with another round of Rune Guard, it should be it's 6 here, so maybe I will get Engineer, so I'll get 12 total. That will give me 3 squares that would be following the Clan King and Valaya, and that should allow me to have a nice little tight group for when the Griffins land here. So that's what we're gonna do. And by the way, more heavy cav, heavy knights, even knights here. The knights are even fucking worse. I'm curious what's gonna be here, because from here we're gonna either try and jump after the tribe cav, or we might go here. The rivers are very interesting actually. So here I have basically a cutoff with a throne presence here, so this should be safe. Ideally, I will grab this one. And heavy freaking cav. Heavy infantries. I mean, I could. Can I? No. I could definitely take this with Runesmiths, Rune Guard, without taking losses. I think just too much defense for even then. If it's few numbers, then this shouldn't hit me. But yeah, it's a good question. Who's here? I think the cap should be here, right? Since it's a map look format. But yeah, the important part will be getting garments, and you know, if our party moves here, we can either jump on this. Again, this is plains and river. Oh, this will be a really good province. So maybe even we grab this and move here, unless again it's going to be like knights, then maybe not. But this is plans for the future. So for now, this is what we're gonna do. Just gonna double check. Yeah, words of power, that's fine. And here we have hold and attack, blessing. This far enough should basically guarantee that she's gonna cast the bless on them, on herself, and on them if the first bless doesn't capture them all. So yeah, recruitments like that. We're gonna have decent resources, so we'll be able to afford some hammerers as well, besides the rune guard. So that's pretty good. But yeah, that would be it, and I'll talk to you in the next turn. Welcome back. Let's see how is the expansion going. So here, our little Giga Chads. Look at those magnificent brown birds covering their entire torso. Huh, I never actually zoomed that close at them. They have like red eyes visors. I guess it's their faces. Yeah, oh yeah, it's their faces. I actually never paid that much attention to this sort of stuff. Yeah. Clearly their faces. So the Barbarian Chef was nice enough to run forward, so he's gonna get smoked, and unfortunately they broke very quickly. I was hoping the fight would last a little bit longer. It would be much more experience. So that's that, and here's the other expansion, Underground. Here we had a potentially very unpleasant surprise, because the guy decided to summon Fire Elemental. Good thing he didn't summon it first to begin with, and also the fact that the crossbows broke those basically before they made contact. Oh, and here, the first time in the game, the Prophet spawned Dwarf Ancestor Spirit. It didn't matter absolutely in the slightest in this fight, but I wish it happened earlier with help with routing those militia, for example. But it's fine. It's fine. So that's that. And unfortunately, Umbra decided to get Misfortune Tree, so I can't wait to lose it next turn. Still gonna PD it, and yeah, we're going after Coney. Here we're going after Farmland Mountain here. We don't see any enemy dominions yet. I think my dominion would have to border it though, so maybe there is one here, but we just don't see it. But yeah, this should be fine. And here I'm doing something that I feel slightly sketchy about. This is a tempo play, I guess, very greedy tempo play to continue the team. So I'm absolutely confident that 6 guys are enough. Like, there's no question that once blessed, they can kill infinite number, basically, of Bear Tribe. The issue is whether commanders don't get killed, right? So, and on top of that, not only I'm sending Priestess, but I'm also sending Runesmith there. And, you know, of course, I could, by the way, we got Fire to Earth to random, which I'm actually happy about. The other good alternatives would be Astral One. Air One, it's also fine to get eventually, but I'm happy about Fire 2 because that basically covers most sides of Earth and Fire to find. Not all, of course, there are Air Freeze and even Air Force and Fire. But this should give me a good clearance of the 2 most important gem types for me that will, you know, matter for even unit summoning stuff. So that's cool. But yeah, so I'm gonna send him, and I really hope it goes well. Oh, right, I wanted to say, why am I sending him actually? Because, you know, I could technically send just her, and to not put all the eggs in the same basket, I couldn't send him elsewhere. I could even send him underground already, which I would probably do like quick forest searches and then send him underground. Forest can, I think forests have decent chance of fire sites, if I'm not mistaken. Lower with earth, but, and after that, yeah, underground. But the reason why I'm sending him here is so they share square. Again, those are my sacred units, so they will jump to 16 and 18 defense with blur bonus. And they will definitely score a kill after he gives them gift of giant strength. They'll pretty much instantly, hopefully, one-shot someone, so that will boost their defense even further. So I'm hoping that if I get unlucky enough that some stuff trickles past and gets on top of them, they will hold long enough to just rout enemy. The worst case scenario is if barbarian chiefs get on top of them. But yeah, I'm willing to take this risk because it's, again, nice income, fantastic resources. And this will allow me to then combine them with the flanking I'm recruiting with the another 6. Yeah, this I'm definitely need more people here, and I do want clunking because clunking is durable, and he might actually take some arrow focus too, but he's quite chunky, you know, has much better armor than priestess. So yeah, that's the plan for later. So hopefully this will work out. I'll be very happy if it does. If it doesn't, well, then we're in a little bit of trouble, but it's not the end of the world, okay? It's one round of recruitment of sacreds. Some of them will make it back. At least I hope I will not lose both commanders if we fail. I mean, the other, I will lose both commanders basically for it to fail. Otherwise, my rune guard will keep on fighting with 18 morale. They probably become 19 morale pretty quickly just from fighting, so... yeah, that's gonna be basically it. Wish me luck, and I'll talk to you next turn. Welcome back. Alright, let's see. So a crippled unit has died, that was a warrior. This is the fight on the plains. This should be very straightforward. Yep, no problem for the rune guard to chop through some light infantry and heavy infantry. Oh, this one took actual point of damage that he healed instantly. So yeah, clearly it's not like our guys are invincible. I'm almost curious what type of roll it was for me to take that point of damage. Actually, let's check it really quickly. I'm curious what it takes to damage me with stuff like that. I assume it was armor defeating hit, probably. Come on. Sorry about watching spacebar. I don't want to miss. Oh, there we go. It's still damage. Okay, cool. So it's this one. So it was militia. That. I mean, attack rolled 20, right? So he rolled 14 on his attack. So it was, yeah, quite the explosion. And the armor defeating hit. So big reduction. Plus piercing damage from the spear. So yeah. Armor defeating hits are why even trash can kill heavily armored units. That was that. Here is the fight against, whoops, those little conies. Of course, just a couple death gems, nice ray skeletons. So the reason why he's not casting Smite Demon is, of course, first of all, range. But now, even though they're technically in a range, I think it's picking Word of Power because of its perfect accuracy. Otherwise, Smite Demon could miss. I think it's range 30, so it should miss. Especially, it is definitely in range. Especially that with extra priest level, it also should be extra 5 points of range. But fortunately, again, we've got Ancestral Spirit, so it should make it a little bit easier. So they're breaking already. Doesn't look like it actually mattered at all. Wait, hold on. It has fear, right? Does it fear? Huh, interesting. It's like they didn't take effect. Are demons? No, I don't think demons are immune to fear effect. Well, either way, it worked. I think we lost a couple of warriors, unfortunately. Oh, no losses here. Okay. And here we go. The quote-unquote grid play. Bloodlink, nice. Okay, we've got the troops. Here we are getting the strength of giants I was talking about. So 24, 20 damage. And here is the rather big blob. Fortunately, they're focused on Runesmiths, runesmith guards, rune guard. God. And yeah, one barbarian chief is running past us. Fortunate Fireflies just triggered and the Bloodthirst, so yeah, one attack miss. Again, we have very defensive stats, so he shouldn't be afraid. Nice. But yeah, that's exactly what, you know, I was planning both of them to try and resist, right? It looks like Rune Guard is getting quite solid experience. These guys are sticking for a good while. There's also a bit of trees to smack around. Yeah, 24, 26 experience, 24. Yeah, very nice experience from a single fight. And an expected event. Fortunately, look, I'm happy it's only one nature gem as long as it's not a bad event. We encountered Skaven. It's Lulus, and we chatted for a bit already. And well, I'm not happy about the deal. I don't want to go towards Skaven from the get-go. That would be absolute nightmare with their troops just sneaking around. Just no, okay? It would be too obnoxious, and I wouldn't be able to siege him down in any reasonable time, because I would. I'm pretty sure I would be able to just walk over him with Rune Guard. He just wouldn't want to take a fight, but he would raid me to all shit, so this works. I'm giving him Grey Mercs. As much as I'd like to take it, it's free fight. Honestly, he might bounce with this army. Like, if enough Markata archers and Atavi archers hit him, he might be able to bounce. I really like that he's using Plague Monks. I think Plague Monks are underused by people, by Skaven. I think they're really solid. And, you know, rats are cheap. So, where I was going? Yeah, so I'm passing him Grey Mercs. We're getting an up free. And Smasha is going to me when I feel confident enough in taking. He had 110 report, I'm getting 130, so it's probably over 100 barbarians here. It's place plus river with houses, so it's probably around 20,000 population, so quite nice. I need... There is actually a reasonable chance I do win this fight with these guys, but I probably take some losses. It can also fail, but I think it's like 60-40 to do it with just 8. And again, there's risk of them just getting on Priestess, and yeah, she's not surviving, barbarians getting on her. If I had double that rune guard, I move on it without much thinking. So, but yeah, I've got a pass on it from Lulus, so this would be a great chance to grab in like 2 or 3 turns. We'll see. And I'm making another risky move. So Militia Longbowmen Knights. So my Rune Guard will have 20 defense and reduces attack by 2. So if my memory serves, I think Knights are 12 attack. So they'll be rolling with 10 disadvantage. Of course, there's quickly accumulating harassment penalty, but from horse and the rider. But at least as far as the initial strike of lance, which is the actual scary part, I don't think they should hit. The only problem, well, there are 2 problems. A, they don't go after Rune Guard, and Rune Guard doesn't catch them. I have them on attack cavalry, and they get on the priestess. That's horrible. That's why I'm kind of placing them like this, so they have. If knights spawn like here and go after a priestess, my Rune Guard should be able to catch them pretty well. If they spawn here, again, this gives them angle. It gives me angle too. We should connect somewhere in the middle. And also we're starting closer to them than I would normally deploy them. Just so they, if knights are on attack rear, they don't do like a circle around and Rune Guard has to turn around and chase after them while they kill my backline. I'm gonna risk my engineer as well, just to, I don't know, extra commander, something. I feel like this makes it a little bit safer. He's gonna also help out kill those horses a little bit faster. Knights are plate armor, right? So they are 21 protection, if memory serves, on their body. So it's gonna take a bit for Runegard to chew through them, and this increases the risk of also longbowmen present to fire at priestess. This is a small province because farmlands plus mountains. It's just like here. It's relatively small, right? 15,000. It's not great for Dominion 6. It's basically average, right? We can see that Plains River here is bigger. Regular plains is basically the same size. So unfortunately, the mountains is making farmland much worse. In this case, you know, of course, it's a chance to span our side. In this case, it is making the defense smaller. So I think it should be fine. After that, we can finally grab stuff in here, and yeah, here, I don't think I mentioned that, but we're going after Berkides, and this is definitely, Bekridos, sorry. This is definitely ending the lifetime of this party underground, because we're not gonna be able to kill this many. Just no, not with what we have present here, which is a little bit veterancy, sure, that they might be even 2 stars after this fight, but a little bit too few in numbers. The resources in these 2 provinces are too low. Like, it's literally only 1 buzzword warrior per turn, so it's not like I could. The resources were nice, and I could maybe get 3 to 4 per turn. I would consider maybe sticking around and recruiting enough warriors to potentially take that province. As it is, it's not worth it. So I'm gonna grab it and go back with the Prophet, and possibly plan for either taking a throne with Prophet and Runegard, or maybe continue expansion, maybe defending myself. I don't want to go to war yet, but I might be defending from one. So the Prophet will be nicely on surface. So yeah, this is at least a safe pocket. I could recruit Bakemono in better numbers, still it's not enough with 28 resources. If it was like 50, I think I would just go for Bakemono and try and take it Bakemono. As it is, I'm gonna grab Runebearer to scout with. And yeah, so here we're continuing north. We have spotted enemy Dominion. So actually, and here's the we can see order actually, which is interesting. So I think he went for, I'm not sure. We see 2 scales, so it's hard to say if it's like heavier on bless or heavier on scales. I'm guessing it's heavier on scales. And Misfortune, which is surprising to me. I don't dare taking Misfortune, and Skaven can actually take Misfortune free. If he did that, then he's braver man than I am. These scales tell me 2 things. There are potentially 2, okay, technically 3 nations that could have those scales, but it's more realistically 2, and especially in particular 1, and it's going to be Tzeentch. Tzeentch going for turmoil, magic, cold, growth, production. I didn't really want to have Chaos neighbor me, but this is gonna be it. And it's also the Distant Horizon, so I hope he's not gonna take vengeance on me for the last game of him playing Asphodel. So and this again, freaking Amazons. I'd love to take it, but I don't know if I'll have chance. It will depends what he's expanding with. I'll try and get out of the cave here and scout. In an ideal world, we can actually expand here successfully next turn. This is gonna give me an entrance here. Even if he, like, I don't know, tells me he wants to take it, we can just jump underground and continue grabbing this stuff here. So that'll be pretty good. And garments can still wait. It's not like we're in a rush to take them. We cannot afford the infrastructure anyway. So I'd love to get the party going this way as well. We don't see any more Dominion on this side either, so it's interesting. They suggest either scale nations, because if they had higher Dominion, I assume it would spread just more than that. Just to mention, we have Dominion 7, right? So it's spreading pretty well with the Prophet, right? So, you know, I would expect if someone took about the same Dominion, yeah, we'd see that. The research, let's see how we're looking with research. We did hit the enchantment one, right? So that was the Strength of Giants, Protection of Ally. Protection of Ally is only less important since that was mainly a thing I had as far as concerned against Skaven. So because we have an up with Skaven, this is less of an importance, but who knows, maybe there will be some poison plays from other players potentially. You know, in first year or maybe second year where this will come in handy. But yeah, we're just continue on this path, so yeah, wish me a luck with taking all of this stuff, and hopefully my opponents are doing poorly with expansion, so I can take all that land. We have quite decent income actually, so maybe we can afford 14 relatively quickly. Again, building fortress dwarves is super brutal, so maybe hey, gold event or something. Anyways, that will be it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye bye.